the feeling of lacking confidence and not being sure of your own abilities or of whether people like you. Insecurities, it's the feeling of worthlessness when you fail the test. It's the pressure you feel when you're on stage about to perform. Or it's that shame when you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, ugh, I'm disgusting. At some point in everyone's life, we will all have had some sort of insecurity about ourselves that we wish we could change. Of course, the intensity varies from person to person, but the sentiment remains the same, that we wish we could have changed ourselves or something like that. It's whether or not it manifests into our waking world and affects our day-to-day. People in essence want interaction. We want to be included, loved, and in a place where we feel like we belong. This sensation accompanies the human experience, which is why insecurities does exist. It's a normal thing, not only because it happens to everyone, but because one day it will turn into confidence. Did you fail that test? Well, you know you can study better. Performance anxiety? Well, try harder. Don't like how you look? Go to the gym. Feeling short? Get that surgical procedure to make you taller. Don't like how you're a raging homosexual? Have you tried conversion therapy? Don't like your skin complexion? Well, there's bleach. Don't like your voice? You can slit your vocal cords via feminization. All of this for free $99. What the fuck? As a Filipino, I've been bombarded with skin whitening techniques for my entire life. Even though the complexion of a Filipino includes the entire range from Crayola extra light almond to deepest almond, there's a narrative that whiter is the superior complexion. This notion doesn't really help when your family and relatives, who are your biggest role models growing up, reinforce this idea. Well, growing up, it was awesome to have some Filipino representation. Well, not on the Disney Channel or Disney XD.
Bombastic side eye.
But on the Filipino channel, TFC. It was never the main concern, albeit the filming quality back then was terrible.
Just go ano ba naman yan? Just go!
Subliminally, I couldn't help but notice that every actor and actress was as white as the Home Depot paint colors. And the dark skin cast? Don't worry, they were included, known as the gay comedic relief. Is this supposed to be a win? I don't know. I'm a man in STEM. I don't even know why I'm making this video. But constantly having that reinforcement and consumption of the idea that, yeah, lighter-skinned Filipinos get the diverse, successful roles. Lighter-skinned Filipinos are just better. Little Filipino me didn't understand it fully at the time, but comparing his skin tone to those actors and actresses in front of him paved the way to this day that I have a skin complexion insecurity, and I think my skin is disgusting.
Hey, what's your problem, Shrek? What you got against the whole world anyway, huh?
Look, I'm not the one with the problem, okay? It's the world that seems to have a problem with me. People take one look at me and go, ah, help, run! A big, stupid, ugly ogre. They judge me before they even know me.
Honestly, I would be lying if I said I don't think about my skin tone often and wish it was lighter. Would I be more attractive if I bleached my skin or took glutathione or whatever that's called? I mean, have you seen the internet? We hate to admit it, but white is Asia, North America, Europe, my god, Africa. We all sell that idea that the paler you are, the more privileges you get. So, who is society to judge? What insecurities can I change or cannot change? To what extent can we change our insecurities? When South Korea has the greatest plastic surgery culture in the world, who are we to judge those people who are trying to survive in a society that heavily relies on that perfect golden ratio beauty? Similarly, when male models take steroids or when female models go into anorexic level caloric deficit, who are we to judge when we praise people for that physique, labeling them the ideal? If people like lighter skin, I got lighter skin, therefore people will like me? We created the problem. People simply find solutions to that problem. They don't care about whether the solution was right, but rather whether people like the results. Does the end justify the means? I'll admit, these insecurities won't go away, and unfortunately can't go away. It's a matter of mitigating the impact that they have on us, and being comfortable within our own skin. Unfortunately, if you wanted to walk away from this video with newfound reason or motivation that your unchangeable insecurity will go away, then I guess, my bad, got scammed. But unless if you're willing to sacrifice your well-being and morality just to impress someone and feel belonging, then more freedom to you, I guess. But in reality, those people don't really love you. It sucks not being the tallest, hottest, sexiest person in the room, I get it. But if we're so hell-bent into fitting into that box, then we're just gonna end up losing ourselves. If they don't like you for how you are, then they won't like you when they find out who you are. Because what's worse than being disliked for being yourself is finding out you will lie to for being your authentic self. If you can't change the world, don't try to. It's not your responsibility to be the crowd favorite. Plastic surgery, no plastic surgery. Skin whitening, no skin whitening. Being the raging homosexual or converting into that traditional conservative asshole. You're not going to impress everyone, regardless of what you do, so might as well impress yourself. Sais-tu? What do you mean?
Je veux dire, tu allumes la caméra et tu dis aux gens qu'ils ne peuvent pas se changer eux-mêmes, qu'il faut faire traiter avec ça. Ensuite, tu souris et tu t'en vas avec le sentiment de
I give
devoir
the best
accomplir.
advice I could.
Sale menteur! Que veux-tu dire
want
par
someone
le
to
meilleur
understand.
conseil? T'es un hypocrite.
I'm not
Tu
a
dis des
hypocrite.
conneries.
I'm just
que tu
fleshing
ne
out my
peux pas
thoughts.
respecter.
Why can't
Vous
you
vous
see
moulez
this?
dans la
Why
personne même que vous avez passée.
How can you even say that?
Discours à promouvoir
Il n'est
pour
pas de
qu'elle
notre
ne le fasse pas.
responsabilité de
Wrong with
changer
tes
le monde,
paroles,
dit-il.
c'est
Et
du
ensuite-
vent. Shut up!
That's so bad. Oh, that one. Shit.
Did it hurt?
The middle one.
No, I give up.
You turned on back to the wind blew it up the last second.
It's fine.
I know I'm not perfect, and yes, I'm struggling, you're right. Because sometimes, I wish we didn't have to be perfect on social media all the goddamn time. We talk about struggle, but we never show it. Reality sucks. And sometimes I do want to bleach my skin, because you're right, it is hard to follow my own advice. But I wanted to make this video in hopes that, when my mind goes too far, I can look back to this, saying that it understands what I'm going through. That need to love myself to survive. It's not about whether my advice was perfect. I just want someone to understand the honest struggle it takes to fend off these thoughts. And the only one that's going to do it for me
is myself. C'est égoïste. It's self-preservation. Insecurity, the fear of being abandoned by those around you, and the shame that you feel when you're only subpar. But you know what? When the world abandons you to rot, it's only you that can choose whether to succumb to it or get back up. If a world that's already cruel beats you down, the only person that will have your back is yourself. So you must be your own cheerleader, because you alone know how hard it has been to get where you are today. And no rotten world can take that away from you.